Hello everybody, welcome to the 1991 version of Real Grid Seasons. It could well be another Senna-Prost tussle this year. Senna on pole, Prost alongside, but Williams won a win as well, and Patrese almost hitting Senna up the back as Prost takes the lead as they run down into turn one. So Prost instantly taking the lead. Senna's got to deal with those squabbling Williams behind him, and he's trying to head off Riccardo Patrese and Nigel Mansell as they go into turn one. Both Williams trying to get ultra competitive, but Prost leads away. Senna is trying to get a route back at Prost now. He's found something, and Mansell is challenging Patrese, and I think he's got ahead of him. So Nigel Mansell up into third place as Ayrton Senna looks to take that lead from alainprost, and Nigel Mansell hoping that those two will have some sort of run in once again, and then he might be able to slip through into the lead. But at the moment there is a little bit of gap between Senna and Mansell, and Patrese there having a look, and I think we're just going to say Alainprost having a look, but Senna has got inside Prost, and Senna is to the lead of the Grand Prix. So Ayrton Senna, Prost is coming back at him, but Senna covers the ground nicely, and it is Ayrton Senna now who resumes his first place from qualifying back in the race, and very much up there, and Mansell coming straight at Prost now. So Williams clearly has some pace, and Ferrari do not. Prost is falling right out of it, and Mansell is having a real go at alainprost. He wants to get through and after Ayrton Senna, and he's trying to come through, and Prost trying everything to defend. I think he might just have the upper hand as they go into there, and he does, and he runs Mansell out wide. Nigel has no option but to tuck back in behind at the moment, but he's sliding all over the place trying to find a route with which he can pass his former teammate. There's no love lost between them after last season, but it is Senna who is leading coming towards the end of lap one. Prost still holding second place from Nigel Mansell, and Mansell really hoping he can have a look, but Senna comfortable lead and growing, and Prost is, well, he's got a bit of a gap between himself and Mansell there, so he must have had a much better run out of the final turn. But it is Senna very much in the lead, Prost in second, Mansell in third place, and Patrese behind him. Then comes Alesi on his debut for Ferrari, and Williams are hoping to be there. They're there or thereabouts, but not as close as they want to be. Here is the replay of Senna retaking the lead that he lost at the start, and it was quite tight. Prost running tight, but Ayrton wasn't backing off, and let's be honest, Alain knows Ayrton isn't going to back off. He knew there was a gap there, and Senna took it, and Prost had to settle for second in the end. Unfortunately, he didn't have the pace to come back at him. Mansell now approaching Prost, the same area as where Senna passed Alain, but he's too far behind. There is Alesi in fifth, and Piquet at the moment running in sixth place in the Benetton. Pretty solid weekend for them, not spectacular. Ferrari are quite happy. Berger will be disappointed. He's out of the points at the moment, so not able to do anything like what his teammate Ayrton Senna was able to do. And Mansell still in the wheel tracks at Prost, trying to hunt him down, but it's all looking pretty much settled down at the moment, isn't it? Pretty much in grid order, other than the switches between the two Williams. And Mansell is, he looks like he's going to close up on Prost, but then he loses the gap again. Clearly Prost is accelerating well out of the corners, and Nigel Mansell is going to have to find something very special if he wants to get the ground and get past that Ferrari. Well, Senna leading, this is the end of lap two, and we are very much a half distance now here in Phoenix. Senna maintaining his advantage, but watch Prost, because Mansell has finally got a good exit, and Mansell is going to try to apply some pressure here. Alainprost is going to have to do something to fend this off. What is going to happen as we head down towards turn one? Nothing much, I don't think. Mansell is having a look down the, he is having a look, and Prost rides up. Mansell had to go for it, tries to go for it, no damage to either car, but Prost rides in the air as Nigel Mansell turns up the wick in his determined hunt of that Ferrari and its position. And Nigel really wants to at least get in second place. I think they're both going to have to accept that Ayrton Senna is gone in this Grand Prix, but if you want to fight for the championship, finishing second is the next best thing until you can finish higher up. And Mansell is lining up again for another look, but Prost has that covered. He's not falling for what befell him on the first lap when Senna made the move. Prost not falling for that one, and Mansell still in third, and now dropping back to a sensible for now distance once again. But Prost knows that the pressure is not over yet. Nigel Mansell will certainly not give up. He is back in his comfort zone at Williams, and he's going to try. He's down the inside again here, Mansell. Will he make the move stick this time? Is Prost going to hold on again? Prost still got his nose in front. It's going to corner, but Mansell squeezes through. And I think there was a little bit of contact again, but no damage to either car by the looks of it. But Mansell is through and up into second position. That is crucial for Nigel Mansell and crucial for Ferrari as well as Williams, because that will drop Prost down to third. And now they are in third and fifth place in this race, Ferrari. So that obviously is not great at all. Senna going towards the end of lap 3. Mansell in second, Prost in third. Then it's Patrese, and Berger has pulled a move on. Must be Piquet. Berger is up in the 6th place. So no, I think Piquet's disappeared. So I think Berger's actually trying to defend from Robertomoreno, because Piquet has gone out of the race. We didn't see it, you might have heard it. Maybe the mechanic on the game would have said Nelson-Piquet is out of the race, but I was focused too hard on the Prost versus Mansell battle, which isn't really much of a battle anymore. Mansell has it comfortably. Prost is trying to stay in touch, but Senna is certainly out of touch. Mansell is maybe closing that gap down a little bit, but he's not got the pace to completely close it in. There's, well, a little bit more than half a lap to go in this race now, and Ayrton Senna is looking very, very comfortable. Nigel Mansell looking comfortable enough in second place, and is Prost comfortable in third? I don't know, but we've got a little bit of rain now, and the rain has come down. Well, if previous performance is anything to go by, this should really play into Ayrton Senna's hands and enable him to get even further ahead. And there is Patrese. Patrese is stopping, but Williams has an issue. So Williams were hoping for double points, second and fourth, maybe even second and third, but Patrese is not going to be able to pass Prost now because he is out of the race. And it is Mansell in second, Prost in third, then Alesi, and then Berger and Moreno move up into 5th and 6th positions. But it is Ayrton Senna still leading as we come towards the close of this Phoenix Grand Prix. You can see Nigel Mansell a little bit closer than he was on the last lap, but certainly nowhere near enough. That Williams is good, but not good enough to beat the McLaren at the moment. And Ayrton Senna is going to open his 1991 title defence of last year with a victory here in Phoenix. Fantastic result for Ayrton Senna. He wins. Nigel Mansell comes home in second, and then it will be third for Alainprost, fourth for jeanalesi, fifth for Gerhardberger, sixth for Robertomoreno, and the positions in the World Championship will be likewise. The constructors, McLaren lead it on 12. Ferrari, though, will be ahead of Williams by just a point on 7 to 6 by virtue of having both cars finish in the points, and Williams only got one to the flag, and Benetton sitting there on their own in fourth on 1 point. Well, thank you very much for watching. If you have enjoyed this, please do remember to like and subscribe. Subscribing is free and it really helps the channel out. Take care and enjoy the rest of your day, and I'll see you soon.